Hello everybody, so here I am back in London, back in a black cab, and the funny thing is my friend at the front there is a watcher of our show, so say hello to everybody.
Hello, good morning everyone. Happy Monday.
So it's fun because I get in and I say Reform Club please, and the cab driver goes, I know you, I watch your show, I'm a gold and silver guy. And I thought, oh, that's amazing. And it is amazing for me. I mean, I do this for pleasure as much as anything else, and I do it for the reaction of viewers. And to get in a cab when I've got a viewer who's a fan, I say that, he said he's a fan. You're a fan, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Good. So that's incredible. So I love that. But anyway, it got my brain going because Mr. Trump, so I should say, let me start that again. President Trump is about to make us all a lot richer than we were before he said the following. What he's actually said is every American's going to get $2,000 because that's what they're making on tariffs, and he's just going to hand it out to people. Well, that is inflationary. Tariffs are uninflationary, de-inflationary, disinflationary, because it takes money out of the system and it hands it straight to the government, because you have to pay more, so you've got less that you can buy, so demand goes down, so, supply's the same, prices fall. So anyway, he's about to give everybody $2,000, and a lot of people go straight out and spend that, and that will mean demand will go up, supply won't go up, so that will be inflationary. Now, by my calculations, if you look at inflation before the tariff thing, so let's say December, inflation was running at 3%, and now it's running less, but he's basically re-injecting the money that's taken inflation down, because even though prices have gone up, people have less money to spend. So it's all about money supplies, inflation. So you can put prices up and it looks like inflation, but it isn't, because other prices will fall because there's no more money to go around. So inflation is caused by printing money. Well, handing out this money back is a kind of inflationary push, because demand will go up because there's more money. So it will increase money supply. Anyway, so that means gold and silver is going to have a tailwind because he's handing out this inflationary lump. In the same way back in COVID, they had handouts. Much of that inflation that you saw from COVID came from direct handouts to people because they went out and bought stuff. I mean, where I was, the moment they handed out the money to normal people was the moment they went out of stock in liquor, because people were buying beer and wine. That's France, of course. And then they went straight and went, hey, I got more money. Let's buy whiskey. Let's buy gin. Let's buy Ricard. And, that's the way printing money makes inflation. More demand, same supply, prices go up. So what we're going to have from this handout is, well, it's a stimmy, right? And stimmies make inflation. So we're going to get inflation from this. Not terrible, but it will be back to where it was before Christmas, which is 3%. So we're going to have a little bit of a blip in inflation because of this. And that, of course, is going to push gold and going to push silver, and probably already is, because today they're all up. Now, it's not just Trump announcing he's going to give everybody $2,000. It's because the American government is going to start working again pretty soon now. According to the news, they've done a deal to get it going again. And the Treasury's got piles of cash which has been piling up, and that cash will now flow into the system. People who are owed money will suddenly get it, and that's going to go into the banks. The banks are going to have excess money and they're going to put it to work, so that's going to push equities, and we're seeing that already this morning. But that's going to push equities. It's also going to push gold and silver. So we're on a run now up to Christmas, so you'll see gold and silver at very least staying where they are. Equities will run, and you just have to watch this stuff, and if it's going on a run in gold and silver land, you'll know why. It's because Trump is going to hand out $500 billion, I calculated roughly, and that's going to go straight into the economy, and that's going to cause, I don't know, 1, we'll be lucky, 2, could happen, 3% inflation, but it's a one hit. But if he does it once, why won't he do it again? Why won't he do it again after that too? So that's a very interesting dynamic. It's a new idea, kind of. It's kind of South American, writing everybody a check. But anyway, we'll see how it pans out. It's the opposite side of the tariff trade. So tariffs take money out of people's pockets, and then he writes them a check to put it back. But the wall of tariffs is there to make people start building factories in America, which is the whole idea. So anyway, that's where we are today. Let's see what happens. I predict, I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong maybe, I predict that gold and silver will take a nice spike up, and we're going to get a run now in equities up to Christmas. Well, we're all in that, so we can't really complain. So thank you very much, President Trump. You're doing me good. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. We like that. See you again very soon. Bye now.